All right, everybody, Bryce here, coming at you with a real quick crypto market update. And one of the things that actually just happened was that the Federal Reserve came out and they said that they're going to start tapering their asset purchase program, right? So when the whole stimulus package basically happened in the midst of the coronavirus and there was craziness, right? The markets fell off a cliff. Basically, in order to bail out the economy, the Federal Reserve said that we're going to be buying, what is it, $80 billion a month of U.S. Treasuries and $40 billion a month of government-backed U.S. securities, U.S. mortgage-backed securities. So what they announced on Wednesday, right, Wednesday morning, and why Bitcoin, it actually sold off from about 63,000 all the way down to 60,000 on this news, but sharply rebounded back up to 60,000. Rebounded back up to 63,000, meaning this sort of news that they were going to be tapering their asset purchases by about $15 billion a month. This sort of news caused the market to sell off very sharply for a moment, but the market recovered right after. So I think this is a very bullish event all in all, because it could have been a lot worse. Basically, the Fed could have came out and been a lot more dovish, and basically said, hey, we're going to be tapering interest rates a lot more, and they could have been they could have been a lot more hawkish, right? When they said we're going to bring interest rates down, we're going to bring the stimulus back, but instead they said we're going to just start slow. And so I think the market kind of liked that. That's the point I'm trying to make. And what this is going to fuel, in my opinion, is a little bit more confidence in the market. Well, it's going to bring inflation down a little bit, right? And it'll fuel confidence in the market because the market is now able to sustain itself with less stimulus. Does that make sense? So overall, very bullish. I'm excited about where Ethereum is at on the news. Basically, instantly skyrocketed above $4,600 on the news. Bitcoin is right below its all-time high, but pushing higher, I think, here in the near term. I couldn't be more excited. And so that's the market update. It's a quick one, but it's an important one because, again, the Federal Reserve announcing, again, you're going to see on CNBC, you're going to see on CNN, everybody talking about, oh, tapering, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's not tapering of the interest rates, okay? And that's what would be a little bit more detrimental. Tapering the interest rates would basically, in bringing those up, right, would reduce, would increase the cost of capital for institutions and for companies, and it would kind of weigh down stock prices, right? If it was more expensive to invest and it was more expensive to expand, right, and more expensive to borrow, that basically inhibits growth, right, when the cost of capital is high. And that happens when interest rates go higher. And so we didn't see this occur. We didn't see interest rates start to go higher, which everybody's scared that, if it happens, the market's going to blow up and go down. And we didn't see that. What we saw was just a tapering of the asset purchase program, $15 billion a month, and the market's reacting bullish. So we will keep you posted on this situation, but it's overall, to me, a buy alert, right? A big buy alert, because the markets could have reacted pretty negatively on this, and they didn't. So we'll keep tabs. We'll see how the markets continue to digest this information. But for now, something that was looming, right? There was kind of this. Everybody knew that on Wednesday there was going to be this big announcement from the Federal Reserve. Everybody knew this was going to be happening. We just didn't know of how bad or how good it was going to be. So now that the news comes out, the market has time to digest and see, hey, it wasn't so bad after all. And the markets, above all things, they love certainty, right? They hate uncertainty. And so when you have a little bit of certainty where, okay, now we could quantify exactly how much in quantitative easing, right, the QE, that asset purchasing, how much of that is going to be reduced, $15 billion a month. And you could back into like market values and in kind of like equilibrium from there. And kind of bottom line, a little bit of certainty is better than no certainty. And that's what we got today from the Fed. That's the market update. So if you aren't already subscribed to some crypto research news or a newsletter or buy and sell zones for fundamentally strong crypto assets, fundamental research on what are the best assets, decentralized finance, cryptocurrency, all that stuff, If you're not already subscribed to that, well, you're missing out, because that button below, that little orange button, you could click it. And for $1, you could get a 2-week trial to Crypt Nation, right? And that's everything that we do over here with our market research and intel, our buy zones and our sell zones for different trades in different cryptocurrencies. Guys, hit that button below, $1, 2-week trial, and come and see, because the market's hot and you can't be left behind here, and you don't want to be on the sidelines, especially right now, because Q4, what we're already seeing, has been a tremendous quarter, and we're expecting much more upside here to close out the year.